Okay, welcome to my channel for today. I hope you are well and I hope you're doing great. So today I'm going to be sharing with you how to save any amount of money that you want very fast. So it doesn't matter whether it is $1,000,000, whether it is $10,000, $100,000, $1,000. It does not matter the amount. What is important is that you must be sure of a certain amount of money that you want to save. And what I'll be sharing with you in this video for today is going to be very crucial and helpful in helping you to achieve that target. So in case you're new to my channel, subscribe and share this video so that someone you love can actually get to learn how he too can do what you're about to learn. So with that done, let's get right into the video. So the first thing when it comes to saving any amount of money that you want is to know exactly what that figure is. And when you know what the figure is, you write it down. So that's more like setting goal. Okay, you need to set that as a goal. So say I want to save $10,000 in the next 6 months, or in the next 12 months, or in the next 3 months. You need to know exactly what the goal is and you write it down. When you write a goal down, psychologists have been able to prove that you are more likely to achieve it than when you do not write it down. So write what you want to achieve down. Then the next thing you need to do is to start immediately. Okay, there are distractions. There are people that will tell you, oh, savers are losers, oh, you don't have to save money, oh, you don't need to save money. All of these arguments are just there to distract you, because you and I know that you cannot invest what you don't have and you can't have what you haven't saved. So you must be able to build into yourself the habit of savings. And savings is not just about the money that you're about to save. It's also about the fact that learning how to save helps you to build character as a human being. It will help you to be a person who will be more organized, who will be more meticulous in other areas of your life and also in other areas of your finances. Saving also helps you to calm things down before you make decisions, because when money just comes into your hand and you spend it like that, or you invest it like that without first cooling it down, you're more likely going to make a whole lot of mistakes. So saving is crucial for you in so many ways. And I haven't seen a single rich person or wealthy person, a financially successful person, who does not have or who did not build the habit of savings. So you need to get all the distractions off your way and focus exactly on what you want to achieve. The next thing you need to do is to start immediately. There is no need for you to start procrastinating, start saying, no, I'll start next month. Oh, the bill this month is too much, let me do it next quarter. No, start immediately. Okay, start immediately. You have been procrastinating for the last 2 years, for the last 5 years, for the last 1 year. Why don't you just start now? What will it cost you to start now? Nothing. The only thing that it will get you is results, because you're going to really see your savings grow. You're going to see your life change. You're going to see a lot of things happening for you, and you're going to be more confident knowing the fact that you're building your emergency fund, or you're saving for a particular project, or you are actually saving for investment, which is the ultimate tool to help you achieve financial freedom. The next thing you need to do is to track your expenses. There is no way you're going to figure out where your money goes to every month. There's no way you're going to figure out where your money leaks from if you are not tracking. What you don't track, you cannot recognize, and what you don't recognize, you cannot control. So it's very important that you track your expenses to know exactly the things that are taking money from you. You need to know in the last 90 days, in the last 30 days, in the last 45 days, what are the things that have taken the largest chunk of money from your account. You need to track that. There are a couple of apps that can help you to track that. And also, if you pay money if you use online banking apps, they have features that can help you see the things that have been taking bulk of your money. Doing this will help you know exactly where you can do some kind of expenses chopping, where you can do some management, where you can do some elimination and some management, so that you'll be able to know exactly what you can reduce, what you can cut out, and what you can totally just throw out of your life. When you have done tracking, the next thing is you need to now cut back on expenses. Okay, there is no other way you're going to achieve success if you do not really know how to juggle things around, how to eliminate certain things from your expenses bucket, and how to reduce certain things on your expenses list. You need to do this for you to be able to really put yourself in a position where you can have some money that you can save and also live life in a way that really matters. This is important because um, if you don't get to reduce your cost of living, you will always fall into this lifestyle creep. What lifestyle creep tells you is that the more money you make, the more your expenses will go up. So you can't keep increasing the amount of money you spend every time just because of the fact that the amount of money you're making has increased. You need to learn how to chop up certain things. Okay? And when it comes to cutting back, there are a couple of places where you can look at. You don't really need to cut back on everything. You need to make sure that you're spending on what is essential to you. You need to be spending on your essentials. From spending on your essentials, you need to also make sure that you are enjoying life and you're spending money on the few things that truly matter to you. So what you need to do is you need to check out your renting, your housing expenses. Okay, how much does it cost you to rent where you live? Is it on an annual basis? If you pay your rent on an annual basis, ask yourself how much does it cost you on a monthly basis. Then you can see what you can trim out. Then the other one you need to look at is your gas. Okay, your gas, your petrol. Of course, if you live in a place like Nigeria, you will buy fuel, and now fuel is pretty much expensive all over the world. So you need to look at how you can manage your energy costs. Do you need to get maybe an alternative energy source? Do you need to reduce certain things? Do you need to reduce the load on your generator? Do you need to get an inverter? What exactly do you need to do to make sure that you reduce your energy costs? Also, in your car, do you need to probably fill your tank more than just buying in bits? Because what I've realized from my own personal experiments is that when you fill your tank, your fuel tends to last longer than when you buy just in bits. You could, if you fill your tank to the fullest, if you have a full tank, you will run more cover more miles than if you were just buying in bits. That could be a way, even though that initially it will be more expensive for you to fill up the tank at once, but you find out over time the cost tends to leverage out. So look at that and see how you can implement that. Then the other one you also need to look at is food. Okay, food happens to be one of the places where we spend a lot of money. So look at what you're consuming, look at what you're eating. How much are you spending eating out? How much are you spending money? How much are you spending ordering food? How much are you spending by not cooking your own meal? How can you start to cook your own meal? How much is it costing you to keep cooking all the time, more frequently, as against cooking once and storing everything in the freezer and getting to take the food gradually? So look at these things to see exactly what you can cut back on and what you can you can eliminate totally from your expenses. Then lastly, what you need to do is to pay yourself first, but how you can make that happen is to automate the payment. So when you receive your salary, the first person that should be paid is you. Quite to the contrary, what so many of us do is that we pay everyone else and not ourselves. And that is why by the time you're done spending, paying the grocery, paying your rent, paying everything, you have very little to save. What will happen or what will change if when you receive your money, you pay yourself first and then begin to spend on whatever is left? What you will realize from my own experience is that you will have a way of managing yourself through, as against when you want to pay everyone else first and then pay yourself last. You really will not have anything to pay yourself. So automate your payments. Your bank apps have automation option. You can just set it up in such a way that at a certain day in the month, the bank can automatically take some money and put that in savings for you. That is one way for you to make sure that you get to pay yourself first and that also you don't get to think about it. Because what happens with savings is, if you have to think about it before doing it, you're most likely not going to do it. And if you have to think about it so much before doing it, your brain will talk you out of eventually thinking about it, because your brain does not want stress. Your brain does not want you to be stressed. So anything that stresses you or anything that you think about for so long, your brain will interpret it as stressful and it will find a way to shut your body down and distract you from eventually getting to do that thing. So make sure that you don't have to think about it. There is an automation process that helps to get it done. So if you apply these principles I've just shared with you now, you will find out that your savings will increase tremendously, and no matter the amount of money that you want to save and no matter the period of time, which has to be realistic, by the way, you are going to meet your target. So let me know how this panned out for you. Have you tried any of these things I shared? Which one are you going to try? Hope you find this useful. Check out my channel to see other videos that I've shared around investing, money management, savings, and all of that, and watch them as well. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel so that you get to see other interesting videos from me on a weekly basis. Till I come your way next time, cheers.